Have you ever noticed that the people who seem the strongest are often the first to snap once life starts pushing back? A single gust can topple a concrete wall, yet a blade of grass survives a hurricane. Stick around for the next few minutes, because one storm, 2 plants, and 0 fluff just might flip your definition of strength forever. Deep in a quiet forest, an oak tree grew straight and tall. Tourists took selfies beside its massive trunk. Birds nested in its crown. The oak loved the applause. A few paces away, bamboo shot up in slender clusters. The oak would often laugh at the hollow stems swaying at the slightest breeze. "Real trees don't wiggle," it boasted. Bamboo said nothing. It simply kept reaching higher, its rhizomes weaving a thick, unseen web underground. Seasons passed, a powerful typhoon formed over the ocean. Weather buoys recorded gusts topping 90 miles an hour, strong enough to lift a small car. When news of the storm reached the forest, animals scurried for cover. The oak flexed every limb. "I've stood here 200 years, it muttered defiantly. "I will not bow." Bamboo listened to wind whistles, lowered its leaves, and patiently waited. The storm struck like a freight train. Oak branches snapped against the onslaught, each crack echoing through the valley. Roots tore from rocky soil as the tree fought to stay vertical. Meanwhile, the bamboo bent until its stalks arched nearly double, almost touching the ground. Anyone watching might have sworn they were praying. By dawn, the oak lay split across the trail. The bamboo sprang upright, dewdrops sliding off its emerald skin. Strength isn't the opposite of weakness, it's the opposite of brittleness. Life's pressures rarely break what can truly flex. Psychologists call this psychological flexibility. Research shows it lowers anxiety and boosts resilience faster than trying to control every variable. Spiritual teachers call it surrender, trusting roots you can't see while gracefully yielding the parts you can. Either way, the verdict is unanimous: bend or prepare to break. Think of the last time you white-knuckled a situation, maybe a job loss, a breakup, or a dream that detoured. Did clenching that steering wheel actually change the road, or did it just give you achy hands? Picture yourself as bamboo, acknowledge the storm, feel the wind, then let the parts you can't steer bend. Keep your roots, your values, faith, community buried deep, and you'll pop back up when the sky clears. If this is already shifting something inside, tap subscribe and stay for the final punchline, because the bamboo's secret doesn't stop at survival. Bamboo can bend because it isn't worried about falling. Underground, one plant can own acres of interlocked roots. In other words, flexibility without a solid foundation is just floppy. Build your invisible support: daily reflection, honest friendships, a practice of prayer, or mindfulness. So when gusts arrive, you have something strong to hinge your bend on. The oak ignored its root maintenance. It poured energy into looking impressive up top and forgot the vital dirt that held it. This week, pick one area where you keep ramming your head, maybe traffic rage, parenting perfectionism, or the stock market ticker. Consciously allow 5 degrees of bend, leave 5 minutes earlier, laugh at the spilled milk, check prices once, not 10 times, measure your stress level before and after. Chances are the emotional gust loses power the moment you stop rigidly resisting. Storms aren't personal, they're atmospheric. Whether you emerge upright or in pieces often depends on a single choice: rigid pride or rooted humility. The oak still makes decent firewood. The bamboo, however, keeps growing, feeding pandas, building roofs, and quietly outliving every tempest. Choose your metaphor, pick your outcome, and let the wind do its worst. If this added a fresh ring to your trunk like the video, share it with someone who's weathering a squall and drop a comment. Where can you trade stiff for supple this week? This channel's full of short, no-fluff lessons. Subscribe and catch the next storm with me.